So we have electricity in our apartment. Yes, now it's time to connect the internet because we all need internet, right? I want to make sure that you get the absolute best deal that you possibly can because, as I've mentioned time and time again, it is really easy to kind of get screwed over, and I don't want to say it in that way. People aren't planning to screw you over. It's just something, if you pick the wrong package because you don't want to do the research, well then sometimes that happens. So as I mentioned, there are a few tips that I want you to watch out for. You need to make sure that you keep an eye out for these bundle packages that offer an amazing price, but for a very limited time. For example, 2 years, which is very, very common. We'll go through this together on the price comparison websites as well, so I can show you exactly how to spot that. But another tip that I want to give you is that if you're not planning on staying for a very long time, make sure that you book a package with ohne Mindestlaufzeit, and that means without a minimum duration, which means you can also cancel the contract on a month-by-month basis. Otherwise, you could be stuck in a contract for a minimum of 1 to 2 years. So keep an eye out for that as well. And if you do happen to get stuck, there is a loophole usually out of the internet contract, and that is you can sometimes give 3 months notice if you have a legitimate reason. Leaving the country is usually, for most internet providers, a very valid reason. However, this might not always be the case, so still be careful. Before you book a contract, you are going to want to set up your internet as fast as possible, and I'm sure that goes without saying, but I say that because it usually takes between 3 to 6 weeks for the whole process to go through. I'll go through the process with you in a little bit. However, there is one thing that you are going to need to do before you book a package, and this is so important because I've made this mistake and you do not want to make this mistake as well. I made the mistake of booking the wrong package for the wrong connection that I had. I thought I had a DSL connection, for example, but I actually had cable, and the company that I booked with didn't offer a cable connection, which meant I then had to cancel my contract, which was a minimum of 2 years. And I was so nervous, and thankfully they said, you know what, it's okay, we understand. I am so lucky that this happened, but it might not always be the case. So just really make sure that you know whether your connection is DSL, which is a digital subscriber line, or cable. And if you don't know or you can't figure it out on your own, ask the landlord. They will know the answer to this question. Basically, a DSL line runs through your telephone, whereas the cable will be running through your TV. Most of the time in Germany, you will have DSL, which is also a much better option usually because they usually have a lot more opportunity and option to book with different packages. I am with cable, so I actually, where I am, only have one option, and the internet is really not as fast as I would like it to be, but there's nothing I can do. There's only this one provider who offers it, and the next package up is just too expensive for my budget. So these are all the things that you need to consider. When you're finding a provider, very similar to electricity contracts, you can hop on preisvergleich.de or Check24. Let's go on those right now so that I can show you how to book your internet contract. Okay, so here we are back on Check24, and different to the electricity packages, they are going to ask you a question as to what do you want included in your tariff package, whether you want internet, telephone included, TV included perhaps, and then you can go ahead and compare your options. I will mention here that sometimes you might not want the telephone package, but if you get it inclusive, sometimes it's even cheaper than getting internet on its own, which I find absolutely bizarre, but sometimes that's the case. So you can go ahead and perhaps compare the two of them. And if you are planning on registering for TV or signing up for TV, you can go ahead and click that button here as well. I'm just gonna unclick those two so that we can just compare our internet packages right now because that's what we're focusing on, and then we can go ahead and click the button. What I should mention here is on Check24, they are only comparing your DSL options. So if you have already found out that you have cable, well, don't go to Check24. We're gonna hop on over to Preisvergleich in a little bit so that you can see how to compare your cable and DSL options as well. But for the moment, we're gonna go ahead and compare the DSL options on Check24 since most of you are likely working with DSL. So here it's asking you for your Vorwahl, which is your area code. Here in Düsseldorf, it's 0211. If you don't know, you can just Google what is the area code of Düsseldorf or whichever city you're moving to. The prices are gonna change here as well. Here you've got the Geschwindigkeit, and that's the megabits per second. So the higher you move that, the faster you're gonna be able to surf the web, do your online shopping, download music, stream any videos. If that matters to you, you can change this. I'm usually not too picky. You can actually click this button and go to further search criteria. Here in the add-on options, you can actually say you want to add on a router. I think that's a pretty important one if you're not taking over the router from the previous tenants. Otherwise, you can choose, if you want the ISDN or the surf stick or a rate for leaving the country, but because we're not using the surf stick, we're just surfing at home, we're gonna stick with the router. Here are some more options as well, but as I mentioned, it could take forever if we go through all of this. However, there is one thing that I want to point out, and that's the Laufzeit here. And so here you're clicking either 1 month, 12 months, or 24 months. Of course, if the contract that you're buying is 24 months, it's likely going to be much cheaper than one that runs for 1 year or perhaps 1 month with opportunity for extension. This is what you're going to need to look out for. If you're only moving here for 1 year, then I would make sure that you click this 12-month max, because otherwise you could be stuck in a contract for a whole nother year even though you don't live here. You can call the companies ahead of time and ask them, well, what if I leave the country? Am I able to get out of the contract with a valid excuse? And this can happen. It's a case-by-case basis. You're going to have to ask the internet provider that you choose if you want to get out early. Otherwise, click on the 24-month max if you're planning on staying here, because you're going to save a lot more money by doing this. Here we're comparing the lowest price first, and that is from PYUR. I've actually never heard of them before, to be honest. Vodafone is a very popular one for expats here in Germany, especially here in Düsseldorf. And here are two different packages. You will notice here, this is DataGo M, which is actually a mobile tariff, which means it's an internet stick or a surf stick that you can move. So this isn't going to be very helpful for us. I think it's probably better because once you reach 8 gigabytes on the surf stick, well, then your speed throttle is going to drop significantly and your internet will run very, very slow. 8 gigabytes is nothing. That's pretty much a phone plan. So you should go with one that is included, that is unlimited, and this would be the Vodafone, perhaps Red Internet and Phone 50 cable. I believe I actually have this one as well. The router comes inclusive, and if you actually have a cell phone plan with Vodafone, they will also give you this 240 euro cash back as a bonus for getting started with them on the internet as well. This one runs for 24 months, so just make sure that if you're planning on living here for less than that, this is not a package that you would be booking. And then you can go ahead and click tariff details. This gives you an overview of the price, and this is going to be probably the most important for you to understand. There is a connection fee, like a setup fee, which is $69.99. So you're going to be paying that fee once, and then your monthly fee from month 1 to month 24 is going to be $19.99. Don't get tricked, because once this extends to the 3rd and 4th year, the price is going to go up and it could skyrocket. Here explains how much your monthly cost is going to be after the 25th month of being in this contract. And you can see here, it actually goes up to $29.99. So that's quite a steep increase to be paying $19.99 and then $29.99 after that. You can play the system a little bit and then switch packages to a cheaper package with a different provider. As I mentioned, you can also do the same with electricity. You just have to learn a little bit more German, or perhaps a little bit more risky if you want to have some really good savings. Otherwise, the router is free here, and if you're happy with the package, you can then go ahead and click Weiter. Here it will give you a little bit more information as well. This actually includes internet and phone. I think I mentioned that already, and that you get 100 euros cash back. So click go further, and it'll give you a couple more options. So here it's going to ask you, do you want this router or do you want this router? This one you pay $4.99 monthly for. This one is free. I believe I have this one and I have no problems with it. You can also change if you want a Euro flat for your telephone, or if you want to connect it with your mobile phone as well. If you want to book any extra packages, for example, Disney Plus, and a bunch of other extras as well. So you can go through that if you want. Otherwise, just keep the router and move forward. Here it's asking you if you already have a contract with someone else. We are going to say no, since we don't have that. And then once you've clicked no, it then says, because you don't have any contract at the moment, we've switched the price to the new customer tariff. So let's see what that means and go further if it actually gets switched. And then here is where you'll put all of your information in, your address, whether you're a man or a woman, your name, your birth date, your cell phone number, your postal code, city, street, house number, and all your bank details. And then you're just gonna go further and you're gonna order your package. So it's pretty easy, similar to Preisvergleich actually. I won't go through this in too much detail because you get the understanding. We've been through the system when we were comparing electricity contracts, but just so you know, here is actually where you can then go into this further search criteria and you can compare DSL or cable. So if you only have cable, then I would unclick everything else and just compare our cable options. You're going to have less option, but that's just the case with cable. You've got two different options between Check 24 and Preisvergleich. And let's go into the setup process now so that you have everything ready to go and you know exactly how the process is going to run. So what are the expat favorites when it comes to customer service and dealing with these internet contracts? 1&1 and Vodafone are definitely the most popular. You can check these two out as well on their homepages, and I will link the links below as well so that you have that. But let's go through the setup process. So of course, step number 1 is going to be finding an internet offer that you like. Step number 2 will be to input all of that information that we went through on Check24, which is submitting your postal code, zip code, your address to check for the different available speeds of internet. Step number 3 would be to enter all of that information, your name and address and email and phone number and all that good stuff. Step number 4 would be make that purchase online, which we just about did on Check24. Step number 5 would be to wait for the contract to come through via email. It might also come through via mail as well. And then step number 6 usually comes at different times in the mail. That comes either in the email or in the mail, and the router will come probably a little bit later. And step number 7, which is a little bit different from the electricity, is it gets a little bit more tricky because you're actually going to have to determine a date with the provider. Sometimes you can do this online when you're actually booking, and then you go through, and before you even make your purchase, you can then click which date would work best for you in the upcoming month. So you might know how long is it actually going to take to connect your internet. Otherwise, you might actually have to do this afterwards. So you would then determine a date with the provider for the technician to come and connect your internet line. Something that's really interesting is that you don't always have to open your door for them to come and connect the line. They will ask you, of course, to plug the router in and connect all the cables that need to be connected. Doesn't take a genius to do that. They just usually have to drive in front of your house, and they can do all of those connections via computer from their vehicle. Sometimes they might need in, usually they don't.